Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, if you are the owner of this vehicle, it's a pickup with registration number BWARI, Buari 119CA. Please, you are obstructing traffic. You're obstructing traffic. Kindly go and repark your vehicle. BWARI 119CA, a Hilux pickup. Thank you very much. Okay, it's time for goodwill messages. We have only one of that to do here. And I have the honor and privilege of inviting for the goodwill message, Chief Ferdinand Agu. Please put your hands together for him. Yes, sir. Wow, this Enugu group, your energy not be here. I've asked which cocaine will I take, but we are not on drugs.
Mr. Chairman and Excellency, the former President. One house, please. One house, please. One house, please. Iko Bosi, the celebrant, I salute you. Let me say how wonderful it is. I've been asked to speak on behalf of the friends and well-wishers of Chidoka. We are assembled here to show bonds of friendship, to share fond memories, and commit ourselves to the dreams and promise that has made our brother Osita so outstanding. On a personal note, Osita and I met in 1999, at the review of the Abuja Master Plan. He had just finished his NYSC and was easily the best youth corper in the FCT. Am I right? Yes. And that was why they retained him in FCDA. We met again at the occasion of the handover of the military to the civilians. Why I go back this far is to support what the former president said, that Osita is a star. Even in 1999, he was secretary of the Federal Government Handover Committee, headed by General Nom, that conducted the handover from Absalam Abubakar to President Obasanjo. That's where we met again. Yes, sir, very young boy. Then we met again serving Chief Ojo Maduekwen. I will talk about him later, but suffice it be said that Osita was very outstanding. Although he was just the PA to Ojo at that time, he attended a course in Singapore that was meant for heads of maritime administrations, admirals, directors, generals, and things like that. And he came top of the class. It was because, thank you, he was top of the class. He won a gold plaque, and he came back to Nigeria, and in 2003, he wrote the first port reform policy of the Obasanjo regime. Osi, am I correct? It went to ESCO and was approved. Thereafter, like they say, the rest is history. Osita was summoned to power as head of the Road Safety Commission and later Minister of Aviation. So most of you will know him as a politician, as a public servant, and we know him also as a public man. But I want to tell you why he has been so successful in every point of call. Because the younger ones here, it's not enough to admire him. You may want to know why he has been so successful. In those days in Cuba, after the revolution, every school child, every morning, was made to recite, "I want to be like Che." Che Guevara was the hero of the revolution. I want to see a day that young children will say, "I want to be like Osita." And if you want to be like Osita, let me give you a peek into what made Osita so outstanding. Very early in life, Osita prepared himself for leadership. Very, very early in life, he prepared himself for leadership. And one of his keys, like he mentioned today, was the Bible study. So I don't want to go into that. Let me talk about his literary bent. Osita has a very, very literary mind. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the works of Khalil Gibran. Khalil Gibran was an esoteric Lebanese writer of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. That was Osita's hero. Those of you that care to do can refer to his works in The Prophets, The Madman, and the rest. If you understand Khalil Gibran, you understand where Osita came from. Secondly, when we did his 40th anniversary a few years ago, Osita had a live theater replicate the work Arrow of God. Of the trilogy by Achebe, Things Fall Apart, No Longer At Ease, and Arrow of God. Most people know about Things Fall Apart. The least known is the Arrow of God. But in terms of sociological impact, if you're a growing leader, I say go and read the Arrow of God. Because in the Arrow of God, you see the interplay of societies in transition and societies in conflict. If you can extrapolate, everything in today's Nigeria is there in Arrows of God. And Osita mastered the Arrow of God, understood that his society was in transition and his society was in conflict. When he left Road Safety Commission, we had a reception like this for him. And the song that was played today was repeated there. I Did It My Way. People recite that song without understanding the literal origin of the song. But again, I'm trying to make you understand that OC has a very strong literary bent. So for those young ones that want to be like him, open your mind to reading. Because readers are leaders. Yearners are scholars. And he's a reader, and he's a yearner, and he's a scholar. Because he's exposed to those kind of literature and thought process, you see what we witness today. A very modern man, thoroughly at ease with tradition, including his jump-up short, skirt short, whatever I call it. I think he showed up one day in the school, that kind of thing. But he's totally at ease with tradition. And you see it in him. Because he understands that tomorrow's Nigeria needs men that can synthesize and reconcile our different tendencies. The other thing I want to say about Osita, Osita has had many mentors and heroes. He has caught the eye of outstanding Nigerians. It's not for me to call them here, but on his 40th birthday, most of them spoke, including President Obasanjo, Babagana Kingibe, you name them. The video clips were all there. Today we have President Jonathan. He has been blessed with the eye of heroes and mentors. And let me pay particular tribute to a particular mentor, the late Chief Ojo Maduekwe, a mentor we shared in common. The wife is here today. Mr. Maduekwe, please kindly stand up and take a bow above your husband. Thank you. These were the people that raised Osita. And yet, like Pericles said to the Athenians, we do not imitate because on our own we're a model. Osita does not imitate. Because on his own, he is a model. He's a brand. So that is why he can have all those heroes and friends across political divides. I don't want to call some of the friends that are in the other party. Don't want to embarrass him. Your Excellency, I welcome you, sir. You see them here. There is nothing Osita has done without His Excellency Njenje being there. But he has friends across the divide. But why Osita has remained Osita is this. He has heroes. He has mentors. He does not imitate because Osita Chidoka is a brand. So going forward, he said here, he wants to devote the rest of his life to building hope in Nigeria. It is difficult to build hope without faith. But I urge you to continue being hopeful. The event you did in the 36 states of Nigeria tells us that there is hope. But I say, we can't go far with hope if there is no faith. We can't have faith in Nigeria if we don't have faith in ourselves and in our neighbors. For the Nigeria you talk about to be true, we need hope, but we need faith. Faith in ourselves and faith in the next man. And every Nigerian must ask himself, do I really have faith in my neighbor? Any man that does not have faith in his neighbor does not believe in this country. No matter what you read in your speeches or what you say. And I hold him up as a man that believes in himself and believes in the neighbors. And I challenge the upcoming generation and our leaders to show that they believe in themselves and in their neighbors. Finally, Osi, I congratulate you. When you wedded, city people flashed a banner, Chidoka, Abuja big boy, weds. It was like a prophecy. Then we said this was a bit superfluous. But every single day since that wedding, you are not just an Abuja big boy, you are indeed a Nigerian big boy. And I say it in a positive way. When you left Road Safety Commission, the music that was their theme was I Did It My Way by Frank Sinatra. It was rendered here, but we were too busy to listen to it. You said you did it your way. But may I commend the next phase of your life of hope in Nigeria to the Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt. You will recall the speech he made on April 23rd, 1910, Citizenship and the Republic. The Man in the Arena. Tomorrow will belong to those, not those who sit and snivel and criticize, but those that are in the arena, fighting the combat, willing to take the bruises to make a better world. You are in the arena. We wish you all the best. God will guide you. God will bless you. I hail your wife and your family, and on behalf of all your friends, we say do it your way and survive in the arena. We thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's one more time appreciate the goodwill message from Chief Ferdinand Agu. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you for that very, very apt goodwill message. Before we go on.